Hello, it's me again. It's good to be back. Well, after all the messages and everything else I've had, which I can only say has humbled me really, that firstly, that many people are watching the videos. I've got to watch three go though, got to be honest. And then secondly, how much, you said it's doing you good and that. And I know it's doing me good, and I didn't for a minute think that it would be helping anybody really, if I'm honest. I just wanted to connect, you know what I mean? Like, there's people hearing that, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing like connecting with your own, is there? Do you know what I mean? People I've, into meetings with and blah, 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 and whatever else. So, yeah, that's that bollocks out of the way. Now, my head has been like a fucking washing machine. Jesus, Mary and Moses. Loads of ingratitude, I can tell you that now. I'm going to tell you the truth, no point waffling on. Loads of ingratitude. I even said to someone the other day, can't God see that I'm getting clean? and it's childish. Fuck's sake, it's awful, isn't it? Don't they understand how difficult it is for me? No, nobody does get. Nobody fucking cares either. That's the thing. They've all got their own problems. I think my problems are exclusive to me, and they're fucking not. It's what happened today, really. I mean, when I work, I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. I'm gonna have to jump. I'm gonna have to bail out soon. You know what I mean? I'm flogging a dead horse here. So, you got, serenity to accept things you cannot change, courage to change things you can, wisdom to know the difference. I think wisdom to know the difference is the big one for me. Because if I know the difference, I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours trying to change something, That's what I used to do. That was my biggest time waster of all, trying to change things that I had no control over. And then just getting more and more exhausted and exasperated, If there's one thing I can say that is a good tip for me, which I ain't doing, by the way, which is like fucking ironic, isn't it? I mean, I do it now and again, but I don't do it as often as I should, as I which would be helpful to me. I'm not trying to spout fucking spiritual principles. I'm trying to say this stuff is good for me, not good for, it's good for you, I don't know, but it's good for me, wisdom to know the difference. For fuck's sake, stop trying to turn a mountain into a molehill. And I don't mean that metaphorically, I'm just saying, some things is out of my control. Do you know what, when I come to meetings 12 years ago, the first thing I really heard was powerless. And I thought, and do you know what had to tell me this, by the way, because I'm not a stupid boy. I'm actually stupid. I've acted stupid, yeah. But I'm not a stupid boy. And powerless, and I thought, well, hold on a minute. If I'm powerless, that means none of it's I can't do nothing about it. And I thought, fucking hell. I don't mean drinking and taking drugs. I'm talking about actual life itself and all the situations in it and the people in it. And I felt such a relief for that instant. But obviously, like most things spiritual, it was fleeting and soon lost. Then I was back to thinking about me again. Yeah. But I'm powerless. I don't have any control over stuff. That first of all seems like a bit of a blow, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, seems a bit like wimpy, doesn't it? Like wimpy. Because I've always took control of stuff and fucked it right up, by the way. That's the end of that sentence, by the way. The end that I don't want you to know about. Or the end that I didn't want myself to know about. Or look at properly, It's like, it's a great thing, isn't it, to understand, not just about powerless over alcohol. I mean, that, in itself is explained through the allergy of the body and the obsession of the mind. But I'm talking about the powerlessness of everything that isn't in your hoop, Keep your own spoon in your own bowl. Stay in your hoop. Anything outside of that's got nothing to do with you, and you've got no power over it anyway. Well, that might sound, at first that sounds a bit like, well, oh no, that's never going to change, is it? But then, on the other end, on the other side of that coin, it's not down to you to try and change it, is it? What a fucking relief that is, to know that I haven't got to change the world by tomorrow night. Do you know what I mean? I can't change the world at all. I can't. I can be the change that I want to see, and that's through my attitudes, obviously. That's going to take, it's a lifelong job, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I speak to people that are long-term sober and they say, you know, it's took a long time. In fact, they're still doing it, still working on it. So that's all right. You know, I'm not in a fucking race or in a competition. But like, you know, and there's a thin line, isn't there? There's a grey area, I think, where you do have a chance in changing stuff, and then it's not changing how you want it to go. You know what I mean? Then there's also a solution for that, isn't there? Is to then realise that, you know, maybe that what you wanted is not good for you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, these are all bitter pills to swallow, by the way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not receiving these bits of information with fucking, you know, arms wide open. Yay! I've got no control. Yay! I can't change nothing. I mean, bit of a blow, isn't it? Really? Well, it is for me. But then on the other, like I say, when you realise that you can't change anything, there is a consolation prize. So, you know, hurry up and accept it, because there is a consolation prize. The consolation prize is you should feel a weight come off your shoulders like a ton of fucking bricks, because you're not responsible for it. You can't do anything about it anyway. You can try to try and change things that are out of your control, and you're not going to do it. And then what will happen is well, what happens to me, not happens what's going to happen to you. What happens for me is I get resentful, because whatever it is I'm trying to change is not changing. Or if it is, it's not changing fast enough. Or if it is changing, it's not changing the way I want it to change. Basically, I'm just not content with the fucking situation. And there's so much in that wisdom to know the difference, because the more time I spend on being convinced that I can change something that I can't, is the time I could have spent in a little bit of looking at, you know, what to be grateful for. Or, you know, God forbid, you know, things that can fucking change, i.e. me. That's probably why as well I want to spend all that time trying to change you, because, you know, it means I don't have to look at me and what I need to change. Ooh, it's very painful. I'm very good at changing other people, or trying to change them. Yeah, quite good at that. Well, I sound quite good. They haven't changed at all. Very good. I'm good at trying. I'm good at trying to change them. That's good, yeah. I'm good at trying to change them. That's the way. As far as them changing, then change the fucking bit. And all I've done is got angry. And then I've tried it from a sneaky little view. You know, trying to get a little sneaky coded message into them so they can change and be what I want them to be. Because if they do, then all will be well in my life. Biggest illusion of all, mate. Biggest illusion of all. That if they change, you're going to be all right. Truth is, the reason it's the biggest, I think it's the biggest illusion of all, is because they may never change. And the fact is that, you know, if you're really saying what you're saying or what I'm saying is that I can't be happy unless they do that, and that, I'm fucked. I'm giving myself a life sentence, because what if they don't change ever? What am I doing? Waiting around for them to be happy? No, I can't do that. I can't do that, because it's just a fruitless fucking, it's a fool's errand. You know, it's a fool's errand. What I've got to do is, what Mick the Rigger used to say to me, is stay in your fucking hoop. You know, what does that mean? He said, well, anything inside the hoop, like to do with you, is your business. Everything outside that's got nothing to do with you whatsoever. Stay out of it. You've got a big enough job as it is. You're as mad as can be. And now you're trying to change everyone else. You know, yeah. And so, yeah, that's what it's been about the last few days. It's been about not being happy with what's going on, and not wanting to admit that I've got no power over it. That's the real problem what I've got, is the acceptance of that. It's not the actual things themselves, is it? They're not the end of the fucking world, am I? I'm not being put on the fucking firing squad tomorrow morning, am I? That I'm trying to change. No, it's a bit of dough and a fucking bit of people's actions and attitudes. It's not fucking the end of the world, is it? You know, considering I could be smoking crack today and fucking killing myself and upsetting every fuck around me, properly hurting them and frightening them, but I'm not. So compared to that, what is it I'm really worried about? A pound note? Yeah, it's a little bit of a stress, you know the score. I'm in a foreign country, I ain't got nothing really to, you know, don't get me wrong, family are great, help and everything else, but as far as financially is concerned, it's all, you know, it's all on my shoulders. And when you first get clean, them things that you can do when you're drunk to mask over the feelings, you can't do that when you're sober, so you've got to deal with it, and it's all raw. And that's because I'm early recovery, simple as that. Mickey O would say the same thing, it's early recovery, mate. You know, which would do my head in, because that's what he'd always say. It's early recovery, it's early recovery, it's early recovery. I think, well, it can't still be that. And he'd say, well, how long was you drinking for? And I'd say, well, 25 years. We'd say, exactly, mate. You're not going to solve a life's problem in fucking 2 weeks, are you? Come on now. Of course, I want instant recovery. You know what I mean? I want to be instantly well and don't have to deal with anything, which is why I took drugs in the fucking first place. So I don't have to feel nothing. You know? I guess I'm growing at the moment, and they call them growing pains. Fuck me, they couldn't have put it. Them two words are the most suited words in the world, as far as I'm concerned at the moment. Growing pains, you know. I you know, that's what it's been like the last few days. I've got to be honest. No point lying and pretending. But you know what I've done is I've shared it. I've tried to meditate. I've been in loads of meetings. I've shared the truth, what's going on, and because of that, it's not got worse. If I hadn't done them things, it'd have got worse and worse and worse until in the end, the insanity would have come back, and it would seem like having a drink's a good idea, or having a bit of gear. Oh, well, fuck it. What's the point? Nothing's changing anyway. Well, you've only given it a month, mate. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. What expectation did you have on this in the first place when you're coming in? I know what I do. I'll stop for a month, and then if things don't turn around exactly how I want them, you know, I'll go back on the piss. Well, you know, that option's there for everybody. You know, isn't it? If your life's not wanting, you know, if you're not grateful, you're not going, fuck off, back on the piss then. Come back when you are done. And that's what I'm been telling myself, not you, by the way. That's what I've been telling myself. Well, come on, Joe. Are you what are you going on about, mate? No gratitude at all, you cunt. You know, you're moaning and groaning, charging man like a little boy. Well, I've done this, and this, why haven't I got this, and that? Well, who told you was getting that, and that? I remember a sponsor saying to me once, he said, do you want to get married? I said, yeah, I probably will do in recovery. He said, well, how do you know? I said, well, most people. He said, well, you don't know that. He said, you might not ever be in a relationship again. I said, don't be ridiculous. He said, well, how do you know though? I said, I don't. I said, I nearly said, well, if that's the case, I don't want it. You see? Because I've got an expectation on it. The fact of the matter is the truth is I should be dead. You know, I should be. So should all of us. Loads of us. I'm not on my own. I ain't done more, you know, nothing worse than you. What I'm saying is that, you know, we've got to get it in perspective. It don't matter how long clean you are, I'm sober. You know, you can, you know, we're only one day away from a fucking thingy, aren't we? From a major fuck up, and then who knows if we get back or not. I know they say the door swings both ways. Don't if you're fucking dead though, does it? That's the thing. It doesn't if you're fucking dead. Go on the rehab tonight, in a meeting tonight saying she left rehab 3 days early. She left rehab 2 weeks early, and I'm thinking, I've done that. So I thought, shall I share? And then I thought, look, God's given me a perfect example to get out of self. So what I've done is I thought about her, and I thought, bollocks, I'm going to share my experience. I left rehab because I was uncomfortable. I said, I'm uncomfortable in the rehab. Yeah, of course you are. No, you're not uncomfortable in the rehab. You're uncomfortable in your head, mate. Wherever you put that head, you're going to be uncomfortable. You know? You're restless, irritable, discontent because you took the drink and drugs away. The only thing that's going to solve it is drinking drugs again. You know? Yeah, and I feel better now. It's like I've got through the last few days. It's been hard in my head, my old bit of 4x2. But I haven't had a drink and I haven't had a drug. And, you know, you lot have really helped me. I've got to be honest here, you know. I've got to be, you know, not that I don't want to say thanks, I do, but I don't want to keep saying it over and over again like some sort of fucking, you know, something like, some little, you know, do you know what I mean? But I want to say, the difference it's made is fucking phenomenal. It's made me think, do you know what? Look at all those people that care about me, you know? Fucking come on, son, you know? And I know most of you I know as mad as fucking, as a shit house rat anyway. So, you know, I'm not thinking you're on some sort of pedestal. I'm not. I know you're only different, same as me. You know, we've all of us have got, we've all got just one day. That's it. But, you know, you have stayed clean for a long time, some of you. And I need that. I need that inspiration. Because I know you're just like me, or you were just like me. You know what I mean? And now you've got better a bit. And so I know I can get better a bit. And that's helping it, you know. Yeah, so I went to meeting this morning. I said to Geezer at work, I said, listen, man, we're going to have to go to a meeting. I didn't really care what he said. I was just going anyway, he was determined. So he said, yeah, no problem. It was just easy as fuck, you know. Went to the meeting, shared the truth, went back to work. Phone lines were down because we had a storm last night. So come home, slept, got up, dinner, meeting again, shared the truth, newcomer in there. You know, told him, you know, shared step 1, which is what the meeting was about. You know, possession of the mind, body, allergy of the body, shared that, you know, and yeah, and just prepared the geezer for a fucking rocky fucking few months, because that's what's going to happen. I don't give a shit you're working program or not. I've been through it, man, to 100 people through it, over 100 people, you know, I've been working it, and all I've done every day was do that for a year and a half, so but it was still rocky, you know. I'm not saying I wasn't grateful, but there were certain times when it was fucking hard, do you know what I mean, because my head wants to fuck, look, see the angle, yes, wants to fucking smash things up, and because it's not getting its own way, and it's having to do stuff which ain't nice. well, as far as he is concerned, the heart thinks it's the greatest thing to do. What some of the stuff, go to meetings, share the truth, be grateful. It's great for the heart. The head don't like it. The head's out to get me. Do you know what I mean? Not out to get me, but it's wired wrong. It's wired wrong, completely wrong. So yeah, thank you. Is I guess what I'm saying. I'm a month into my second month now. Day at a time. What have I done? Plenty of meetings, 12 steps, sponsor, shared when I'm fucked, loads of meetings, put this first. Went and tried to do a bit of meditation. I'm trying. I'm in the game. I'm trying. And as a result of that, I ain't thought about drinking drugs, not once. Cut little tiny little niggles, not niggles, niggles, they're small niggles. Tiny little niggles, where I thought, I wonder if this means, and I thought, no, God, please remove the obsession. Anytime it comes in my head, any affiliation with the word drug or drink or crack or booze, anything that's got the faintest thread of association, instantly I say the prayer, God, please remove the obsession. God, please remove the obsession. And it goes. You know what it is, don't you? Because it's a breaking of the pattern that my brain used to go down. I used to get locked into that pattern, I'm going to drink, and that's it, nothing to get me off it. But now when I say that, it jogs it into a new neural pathway. And I'm learning now, through doing that there's another pathway I can go down where actually I don't have to do it. Before I thought I had to do it. As soon as I thought that's that then. I'm doing it now. I'm off to, there's no stopping me. There is stopping me. I'm stopping me at the moment. By doing that. I'm not saying I'm keeping myself sober, by the way, because I can't do that. If I could, I'd have done it already. But, I'm aware this video has gone on and on for a little bit tonight, but, if there's anyone out there that's struggling, I suggest you go to a meeting and tell the truth that you're fucked. First thing you do is open your fucking gob, regardless of who's in there, what the meeting's about. Nobody gives a shit, because nobody's sharing about what the meeting's about to do with anyway. They're all sharing what they fucking want, so don't think you're going to be any different. Get in the meeting, share the fucking truth, and say, I'm fucked, can anybody help me? And to be honest with you, I know we're all looking around for the perfect sponsor, aren't we? Yeah. I wanted Jesus Christ to sponsor me, because I was so fucking special and different. Just get anybody that's working the 12 steps, because it's better than nobody. It's better than you sponsoring yourself. If you're sponsoring yourself, you've been sponsored by a fucking idiot. That's all I can say. Get your sponsor, get through the steps. I'm not saying you've got to do them in a weekend or you got, whatever else. But I'm not being funny. How long do you want to sit in all that shit for? For what? Also, you can prove that you're really serious about recovery. Yeah, do you know how many people have relapsed in the first month? Because all they do is come to meetings and don't share nothing because they're too fucking frightened. And they ain't got a sponsor and they ain't working the steps and they ain't praying because they ain't been told to. They're not writing a gratitude list. They're not dealing with it. Yeah, and where are they now? Well, I'll tell you where they are. They're in jail. They're in an institution or they're fucking brown fucking bread. That's it. So, if you are new around, go to a meeting, share you're fucked. If you're fucked, obviously, don't make it up. Don't go in there saying you're fucked if you're good, just to fit in. Go in there, if you are fucked, tell the truth. Put your hand, I need a sponsor, can someone help me? Have a little listen around, see who's working the steps, ask them if they had a spiritual experience as a result of working the steps. If they haven't, you do what you want to do, I know what I'm doing, and get through that program and start on it, and then it might just save your life. It's saving mine. So, and let me tell you something, you ain't no fucking madder than me. I'm telling you that now. I don't think anybody will argue with that. I feel good. I've got to do a bit of graft tonight. So I've got 2 jobs now. That's what you do when you've got responsibilities. What you have to do, what you're counted on to do, what you're relied upon to do. Not what I want. I want to just sit around doing fuck all. But that's not what that's not what I told people. I said I'd take care of you and make my amends and pay back what I owe and this, that and the other. So I'm going to get off me fucking arse and get on with it. We're approaching 20 minutes now, longest video I've ever done. So I want to say thank you very much for your support and comments. Fucking means the world to me all this way over here. And if there's anything you need or whatever, inbox me. Or I can't help you as far as whatever like that, because I ain't well enough, to be honest with you. This time I'm going to hold my hands up. I ain't well enough to sponsor anybody or whatever. But if you don't know, if there's anything you need to know, I can direct you in the right direction, or I can direct you to somebody who knows, who is a lot weller than me. Do you know what I mean? Have a great day wherever you are, and whatever you are, be a good one. See you later.